on, guys? Matt97, and welcome to the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And I already went through the pre-show, so if you missed that, please go check that out. We're going to kick off tonight's pay-per-view, the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. We're going to kick things off here with Jack Swagger versus Santino Marella for the United States title. And if you did miss the pre-show, we saw 3MB pick up the victory over Tensai Brodus Clay and their mystery partner, who turned out to be Rey Mysterio, making his Universe debut. And then following that contest, we saw the unified tag team titles put on the line. Air Boom defending their titles against Team Hell No, and Air Boom was victorious. They successfully retained the tag titles via Evan Bourne's 450 splash. So we're going to see more from Air Boom in the coming weeks, but right now we have Jack Swagger versus Santino Marella, and what a build this had, as you see Jack Swagger working on the legs of Santino Marella. But we... oh, never mind, I thought I saw something. But we saw Zack Ryder face Santino Marella last Monday on Raw, and Zack Ryder was victorious, so Santino on a bit of a losing streak here, and there's a nice power slam by Jack Swagger. But we also saw Santino in his tag team match with Sheamus, which ended up pretty much turning into a handicap match on the side of CM Punk. Santino was pinned in a backslide by CM Punk, so that was another defeat by the hands of Santino, whereas Jack Swagger, thanks to an assist from Zack Ryder in that triple threat match, he was able to pick up the victory over Drew McIntyre to become #1 contender in that triple threat match, getting the pinfall over McIntyre thanks to a steel chair shot. And there's a gut wrench powerbomb by Jack Swagger, and Jack Swagger into the cover. 1, 2, 3, it's over. So just like that, we have a new United States champion crowned here at Extreme Rules. We are now in the era of Jack Swagger, and Jack Swagger, the all-American American, or should I say the real American, is now your United States champion, defeating Santino Marella here tonight. And no, Santino's gonna get a rematch clause just because I don't like him, so yeah, that's it. Swagger defeats Santino, and we finally got the belt off Santino. Time to kill him off. Whereas Jack Swagger, he's got big things to come as the United States champion. So make sure to stay tuned for the very next contest, and Dan's capture card, and it's glitching.
Weighing in at 214 pounds, Zack Ryder.
Stuff. And welcome back to the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. We now have Zack Ryder taking on Dolph Ziggler, and this sort of go back to the United States Championship Triple Threat match, the #1 contender match, where Zack Ryder aided Jack Swagger to pick up the victory thanks to the steel chair that he tossed in the ring for Swagger to use. And since then, we found out that Jack Swagger decided to team up with Zack Ryder, and there Dolph Ziggler, nice way to get out of that. We saw Jack Swagger would now be teaming with Zack Ryder, and this left Dolph Ziggler without a partner. He did eventually join up with Big E Langston, but still, Dolph Ziggler was a little pissed off that Jack Swagger decided to just up and abandon Dolph Ziggler like that and just go join up with Zack Ryder. So, with Swagger getting his United States title match, that left Zack Ryder open to take on Dolph Ziggler. We saw in their match on the SmackDown Live tour, Zack Ryder picked up the victory over Dolph Ziggler, but then afterwards, Dolph with a low blow, that was a jawbreaker from Ryder. But Dolph hit a low blow on Zack Ryder after the match was over, and that led to this match. And there's the next famous serve by Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler going up to the head here. And make sure to stay tuned for the rest of the pay-per-view. The match times will be in the description. And there's a nice body slam into the corner by Dolph Ziggler. The match times will be in the description, but later on we'll see CM Punk take on Chris Jericho for the WWE title in our main event. We'll also see Alberto Del Rio face the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, aka the Human Jar of Mayonnaise, for the World Heavyweight Championship. We also will have an Intercontinental Championship triple threat match between Christian, Cody Rhodes, and the champion of Beth. So make sure to stay tuned for the rest of the card. But for now, we have Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler going at it, and this is actually a match that... Oh, sorry, I just ate. But this is actually a match that a lot of WWE fans want to see for some reason. A lot of people want to see Dolph Ziggler versus Zack Ryder. And there's another famous serve by Dolph Ziggler. And I think they could put on a good match at WWE. We want to see like Zack Ryder versus Dolph Ziggler for the Internet Championship at WrestleMania for some reason. Here's a cover roll up by Dolph Ziggler. That's a 2 count. And no, Zack Ryder's able to get out of it. And now Zack Ryder's got to roll up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Dolph Ziggler, he's able to get out of it into a bridge. And now he's got to roll up backslide. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3, it's over, and just like that, Dolph Ziggler picks up the victory over Long Island Zack Ryder. And Dolph Ziggler, this is a big victory. Wow, my PS3 would start playing Dolph Ziggler's theme. But anyway, Dolph Ziggler picks up the victory over Zack Ryder here at Extreme Rules, and this is a big win for Dolph Ziggler. Who knows what this could lead to down the road? Is he going to challenge Jack Swagger for the United States title, or is he going to team up with Big E to take on Swagger and Ryder? What does this victory for Dolph Ziggler mean? Is he going to go challenge the WWE champion? Is he going to, who knows where this is going to lead? But Dolph Ziggler, the important thing is he picked up a big victory here tonight at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And now we'll move on to our next contest, which will be for the World Heavyweight Championship.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from San Luis, Mexico, weighing 263 pounds, Alberto Del Rio. And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing 272 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Okay, so now that we got all the introductions out of the way, let's get this match underway. The World Heavyweight Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, taking on Alberto Del Rio, the Mexican Aristocrat. And Sheamus, the first ever Irish-born WWE Champion, your current World Heavyweight Champion. As far as, Alberto Del Rio, he did more, as far as that World Heavyweight Championship tournament went. I said I would play as the winner of the tournament. I decided not to because Del Rio took this far beyond just winning the tournament to get to this match. He actually made it personal between himself and Sheamus, taking out Sheamus on several occasions, abandoning him in a tag team match, making it a handicap match. And I don't know, Del Rio's been flying around the universe circuit. He went after Chris Jericho after he became #1 contender for the WWE title. He then ended up defeating JBL thanks to an assist by Tyson Kidd, and it turned out Alberto Del Rio was working with Tyson Kidd the whole time, or for the whole time, at least during that match. Up until that point, I don't think they had been working together, but Del Rio wanted to make sure he became the champion, or not the champion, the #1 contender. And there's a nice enziguri out of the corner there by Alberto Del Rio. And Del Rio sporting the black attire, and we see Sheamus with the white and green and gold. But let's get this thing underway. Nice headbutt to the back of the head by Sheamus. And Sheamus, he's a very aggressive superstar. And what I'm going to say, in the very first match between Santino and Jack Swagger, we saw a little capture card mess up there. So I don't know if that means that, because sometimes when it does that at the very end, it said Windows had trouble playing the file or whatever. For some reason, at the end of the video, it does that. And so I don't know if this means I'm going to have to edit this during Roxio, which would suck because that would make it a lot worse in quality. Like, the timing of the edits wouldn't be as good, but it was just that one match. And I don't know, the Elgato's been acting up kind of lately. I don't know if it's, like, it's not broken, but it's just been sort of having some glitches here and there. And that last match between Ziggler and Ryder seemed to go through okay, so we're going to see how the rest of the matches turn out. I know the other day my sister was walking through my room and she missed the cord because, well, that USB cord does not stretch that far, so it sort of hangs in the middle of my room, and she ended up tripping over it twice. So hopefully that didn't damage the capture card in any way, otherwise I'm going to be super pissed because I just spent over a year to get to that. So there we see there's a capture card glitch up, so I'm not liking this. Hopefully my capture card isn't messed up or anything. No, it's just doing its usual stuff. But anyway, headbutt to the arm by Sheamus, and sort of roles have been reversed here as there's a nice elbow to the back of the head. But Sheamus has really been targeting the arm of Alberto Del Rio. And you'd think Sheamus would want to go more for the legs to set up that Texas Cloverleaf submission, whereas Del Rio's been working on the legs instead of the arm, so he's not really setting up a cross arm breaker. Del Rio, he's been working on the legs pretty much a lot. There he goes with an arm breaker. Now we're going to get things back to his usual style. But he's been going after the legs a lot lately since we saw him team up with Tyson Kidd. There's a headbutt to the arm by Sheamus. But it seemed like Del Rio and Tyson Kidd were sort of teaching each other their submission holds, or maybe something, or maybe Del Rio's going to start using the sharpshooter now, and maybe that's why he's going after the legs, who knows. And Sheamus has got the steel steps and the steel steps to the back of Del Rio. And there's a second shot with the steps. And now is he going to go for one more? And there's a third, but Sheamus still isn't done. But there, Alberto Del Rio put a stop to that. Elbow to the face and then a running clothesline. And Alberto Del Rio picked up that crutch out of the crowd. And now Sheamus has that novelty title belt, but Del Rio was able to block it. And there's Del Rio hitting Sheamus over the face with the novelty title belt. And now Del Rio, there again, to the face of Sheamus with that fake world title belt, the novelty belt. And now Sheamus is going to take it from Del Rio. And Sheamus went for it, but Del Rio is smart enough to slide into the ring and avoid it. And Sheamus just dropping the novelty belt. He is the real thing, so I don't know why he's using this toy. Oh no, now Sheamus going after the announce table. Don't break it this early in the show. We don't want to have to replace that too many times. And there's a cane to the face. Kendo stick, Singapore cane, whichever one it is. But whatever it is, Del Rio's whacking away at Sheamus with it. And now Sheamus is going to throw Del Rio into the steel steps. And that time, Del Rio's foot must have got caught on the steps or something. So he was sort of limping there, gingerly stepping on that leg. And now Sheamus just clubbing away with the axe handles. And there's an axe handle drops Del Rio. And Sheamus now looking to go to work on Alberto Del Rio. And now Sheamus gets whipped into the steel steps. And you have to say with Del Rio taking out the legs of Sheamus, that does take away the power of Sheamus. And now Del Rio is going under the ring. And now he's got a trash can. Well, this is Extreme Rules, so each contest contested under Extreme Rules. And now Sheamus just delivering strikes to Del Rio with that trash can. But now Del Rio's going to take it back. And across the face of Sheamus with the trash can. And out of the... Nope, Sheamus was able to roll out of the way of that trash can. And again, he went for the head shot with the trash can, but Sheamus was able to block. And Sheamus this time over the face of Del Rio with the trash can. And Sheamus just putting down the trash can now, but who knows what kind of weapons we could see in these contests. This is contested under Extreme Rules, so we'll have to see what all they're going to get. Now, Sheamus going under the ring. But Del Rio was able to block it. He just kicked him in the face there to prevent him from getting a weapon. And now Del Rio's got Sheamus up on the announce table. Oh no, don't break. Come on. We need this for the rest of the pay-per-view. Del Rio with a reverse STO there, dropping Sheamus through the announce table. And now Del Rio, if he can just get Sheamus back into the ring, he could at least go for a pinfall, but that's not the case here. Sheamus with a nice tilt-a-whirl slam, dropping Del Rio right on the spine. And now Sheamus, he's got Del Rio up. Oh, and this is going to hurt. We're on the outside. That thin padding by a concrete floor. That's got to hurt. Oh, and now Sheamus off the white noise. Off of white noise. He's got it. He's got the Texas Cloverleaf locked in, but even if Del Rio taps, he's on the outside. This isn't Falls Count Anywhere as Del Rio is able to fight out of it, the submission hold. But even if Del Rio tapped out, and you saw Sheamus holding his legs there, that might have been the cause of Del Rio working on the legs to soften up Sheamus so that he wouldn't be able to lock in the Cloverleaf properly, but still. You have to wonder why Sheamus used the Cloverleaf on the outside and not on the inside, because he couldn't get the pinfall here. Oh, and now Sheamus is back up as Del Rio. Oh, he's like, here, you want your world title so bad, take it. He's just ramming it into the face of Sheamus. And then just slams him face first to the mat. And Del Rio with that novelty title. And again to the face, and now Sheamus is busted open. The Celtic Warrior, and that blood really showing up on the white face. Here's the cover one. Oh, but a kick out by Sheamus at one. But on the pale face of Sheamus, you can really see the blood from Del Rio's shot with a belt. And now he's got him in the half Boston Crab, the one-legged Boston Crab. Is Sheamus going to tap out to Del Rio's Boston Crab here? And that may also be affected by Del Rio working on the leg. And Sheamus is going to fight out. Sheamus, if he could just connect, he's already took him out with a white noise, and locking in the Cloverleaf did serious damage to the ribs, so we'll have to see. Short arm clothesline by Sheamus. But we'll have to see Sheamus doing that damage to the lower back, pretty much setting him up. If a bro kick or even an Irish Chris backbreaker could do Del Rio in here, or a high cross powerbomb. Sheamus has many movesets at his disposal as the novelty belt goes flying. Here's the cover off the clothesline, 2, 3, it's over! Alberto Del Rio is your new world heavyweight champion as he picks up the victory over Sheamus here in one hell of an Extreme Rules match. That was a great match. Alberto Del Rio is going to walk out your new World Heavyweight Champion. And you have to wonder, when is that rematch clause going to come into effect? When will Sheamus decide to use his rematch clause against Del Rio? But the important thing is that Del Rio is your new World Heavyweight Champion, and damn Cat Picard is acting up again. But the Mexican Aristocrat picks up the victory over Sheamus and becomes the World Heavyweight Champion. Coming up next, Divas piss break, so go hit the bathrooms, guys, and we'll be back.
The following contest is for the Divas Championship. Making her way to the ring from Buffalo, New York, she is the WWE Divas Champion, Beth.
And we're back with the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. We're picking things up here with the Divas Championship match between Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, your current Divas Champion, taking on the Beast, I don't know, the Man Beast. What would this be? The Woman Beast, I guess? Kharma. And you have to, this will be a match of power, and that's usually something you don't see out of a Divas match. Beth Phoenix versus Kharma, and this is a match I would have liked to see. Maybe it happened, maybe, I don't know, I didn't watch WWE at the time Kharma came around, but this would be a match I wanted to see, and looking at the Divas roster on WWE 13, this is a little, I don't know, this is probably one of the better matches that there could be, and use the ropes for some leverage there, the power of Beth Phoenix off that slingshot suplex, and now straight up power off that German suplex. Maybe she was just using the ropes there just to sort of get a feel of what kind of strength she's going to need to take out Kharma. And now working on the leg. And that's what you got to do to take out Diva Kharma. Wear out the legs to take away the power of Kharma. And Beth Phoenix, you see both sporting the white attires here. And now Beth Phoenix going to throw Kharma into the ring. And there's a shot to the chest. And a kick to the side of the head of Kharma by Beth Phoenix. And the referee at a count of 3, Beth Phoenix is trying to buy some time. Come up with a plan here against Kharma, and we see we're finally able to rebuild that announce table. So Divas, stay away from it, please. Referee now at a count of 2, and Beth Phoenix can go back outside of the ring, and Kharma just went inside. And oh my God, I had to speak. Beth Phoenix going after the announce table now. Come on, stay away from the announce table. We just had to rebuild this. We only have so many of these in stock here. And Kharma gonna throw Beth Phoenix back into the ring. She must have heard me. Now she's choking out Beth Phoenix. Thank you, Kharma, for keeping our announce table safe here. And now Kharma and Beth Phoenix in a lockup. There was a battle of power, and it looks like Beth Phoenix is able to overpower Kharma in that lockup. And there's a clothesline to Kharma. And now Beth Phoenix looking for a submission. That's the camel clutch. Got it locked in on Kharma. Will Kharma submit here? And Kharma, she's going for the ropes. And she gets the ropes for a rope break there. And now Beth Phoenix, she's going to throw Kharma to the outside. And now this match seems to be getting... This is not an Extreme Rules match, but this match sure has gone extreme. They've been battling it out on the outside for the majority of this match. And now Beth Phoenix working on the arm of Kharma. Just looking to target the appendages, just do anything to wear out Kharma here so she can retain her Divas Championship here. And Beth Phoenix just dragging Kharma by the hair, trying to get her to the announce table, it looks like. And now Beth Phoenix has Kharma up on the announce table. No, get off the announce table. We just rebuilt this. No, don't do it. Don't do it, Beth. Beth Phoenix DDT through the announce table, dropping Kharma on that water bottle. The laptop broken. Referee to count. And Kharma's back up on her feet. It did not take that long at all for Kharma to get back onto her feet. And now they're in a lockup. But that DDT through the announce table still had to do some damage. And now Beth Phoenix with a shin breaker working on the leg of Kharma. And now Beth Phoenix, she's looking to end it. She's looking to put Kharma away here. She's setting her up. Oh, Beth Phoenix. You see the shock on Kharma's face. It's Beth Phoenix, look at the power. Glam slam. Glam slam to Kharma. And Beth Phoenix just dropped the #1 contender. She's looking to end it here. Here's the cover. The ref. Get your stupid sign out of the way. It's 2, 3. It's over. And its stupid fan with his sign blocked the cover. But it looks like Beth Phoenix retaining the Divas Championship here at Extreme Rules. And this is our second champion to retain their title. So far, 2 titles have changed hands. 2 have stayed right where they are. So far, keeping things even. We'll find out where this will lead for our next 2 championship matches between the Intercontinental title and the WWE title. We'll have to see if things will even out or what exactly the standings on that is going to be. But Beth Phoenix, yep, she gets to show off that title. She is still your Divas champion. Make sure to stay tuned for our very next contest, which will be for the Intercontinental Championship.
The Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring from holding the title, weighing 231 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. Introducing the challengers from Marella, Georgia, weighing 223 pounds, Cody, Rhodes.
And welcome back, as now we're going to kick things off here with the Intercontinental Championship match between Cody Rhodes, Christian, and the current champion, The Miz. And right away, Miz and Christian going to work on Cody Rhodes there with a double team. And you have to think Cody Rhodes sort of getting into this match last minute with that victory over Christian on Friday Night SmackDown to get into this contest. So you have to think maybe that's why these two superstars are going at it, because Cody originally wasn't supposed to be in this match. But an even more shocking development as we see when The Miz came out to ringside. Oh, and now Cody Rhodes and The Miz going to work on Christian, and there's a nice double DDT dropping Christian on his face. But when The Miz came out to ringside here for the match, we did not see our usual Intercontinental Championship. No, The Miz did not come out with the classic Intercontinental title that Cody Rhodes brought back with the white belt. No, The Miz came out with the original, or the old Intercontinental Championship belts, the one with the black belt, and the one that Cody Rhodes changed from, and maybe this is a direct statement, gutbuster to Cody Rhodes, but maybe The Miz making a direct statement to Cody Rhodes. He's saying, you know, I don't want your dumb title, I want the other Intercontinental title, I don't want one that you held, I want the other one. I don't know, but who knows what The Miz's thoughts were. Maybe he just likes the other Intercontinental title belt better, and since he's a champion, he figured he'd switch it back. And The Miz is going to throw Cody Rhodes into the steel steps, but so far I'm thinking he might be trying to possibly psych out or even intimidate Cody Rhodes, as he's so far only been working on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, a nice clothesline there to Christian. And now The Miz, he's grabbing a table out from under the ring. What is The Miz going to do with that table as he just rams it into the back of Cody Rhodes? And now Christian's got a mop, and Christian's whacking Cody Rhodes over the head with a mop, and he just wailed The Miz right in the face with the mop. And this championship match is completely different from all the other ones so far. Nice neck breaker there by Christian. But with there being 3 superstars in this contest, The Miz does not need to be pinned to lose the Intercontinental title. You know, Christian could defeat Cody Rhodes, or Cody Rhodes could pin Christian. Who knows, but The Miz, the point is, he does not have to be pinned or submitted to lose the title. And Cody Rhodes with that guitar over the face of The Miz. And Christian now has a ladder. Yep, things have definitely gotten extreme in this match. We see a lot of different weapons coming out here tonight. We've seen guitars, crutches, kendo sticks, ladders, tables, mops. We've seen almost everything but the kitchen sink here. And there's a nice flapjack by Cody Rhodes. We've even seen the steel steps come into play several times. And now Cody Rhodes, he's got The Miz, he's looking to power him up. Suplex by Cody Rhodes, dropping The Miz to the outside. And that is a solid concrete floor protected by that thin padding, which isn't much protection at all. And The Miz gets whipped into the other set of steel steps by Christian. So both steel steps got knocked around here in this match. And now Cody Rhodes, one weapon that we have not seen yet is this sledgehammer, and Cody Rhodes, he's going after The Miz. Oh, but The Miz is able to catch this sledgehammer, able to block Cody Rhodes. And now Christian going to take the sledgehammer from The Miz. And now Cody Rhodes, he's going to throw Christian into the steel ring post. And he just smashes his face off the ring post. And now The Miz has the steel steps, and he just smashed him into the back of Cody Rhodes. And The Miz, after being slammed into those steel steps, he's starting to go to work, using those steel steps as a weapon, almost trying to make up for getting thrown into them. And The Miz, now he's got Cody Rhodes up. And Cody Rhodes is out on his feet here. The Miz is going to whip Cody Rhodes into the ring. And now Christian's got that novelty belt that we saw earlier. And The Miz, he's going to pull the steel steps into the ring. And now what's he looking to do here is, nope, all the superstars going back outside of the ring. And here, we got all 3 superstars in just an all-out brawl here. Nice free-for-all. And The Miz is going to get thrown into the ring. And Cody Rhodes, nope, he's just going to leave him hanging there. Now The Miz, or Christian with a crutch to the face of Cody Rhodes. And again, Christian with that crutch, just striking Cody Rhodes with it. And now The Miz, he's going to throw Cody Rhodes into the barricade. And there's a headbutt by The Miz, your current Intercontinental Champion. And again, Christian flies in with that crutch. And there's a nice DDT using the foot of Cody Rhodes there for that DDT, does The Miz. And The Miz, he's going to whip Cody Rhodes back into the ring. And Christian's got that sledgehammer now. And now The Miz just choking out Cody Rhodes there on the apron. And Christian, he just drops a sledgehammer. Look at all the weapons that are in the ring. Oh, cover by Christian. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3! And Christian is your new Intercontinental Champion. The Miz did the damage there at the end and threw Cody Rhodes into the ring. And before The Miz could enter the ring, Christian was able to sneak in there with a pinfall and pick up the victory over Cody Rhodes and become the new Intercontinental Champion. What a contest this was. What a triple threat match. And you have to think, Cody Rhodes, if he hadn't won that match, Christian would not have been able to get the pinfall over Cody Rhodes, so this could have been a completely different outcome. But the point is, Christian is your new Intercontinental Champion, and The Miz was not pinned to lose the title. So you have to wonder, what is The Miz?
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match, and is for the WWE Championship. Introducing the challenger, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 231 pounds, Chris Jericho. And his opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, CM.
is thinking about this. The most highly anticipated match of the Extreme Rules pay-per-view is about to get underway. And ring the bell, things about to get started now. Elbow to the face by Chris Jericho. But arguably the most highly anticipated match on the card, the WWE Championship match between the self-proclaimed best in the world at what he does, Chris Jericho, taking on the best in the world, CM Punk, and your current WWE Champion. And these two have been embroiled in the rivalry for the past month now. We saw after Chris Jericho became #1 contender by defeating John Cena, we then saw the next week those two were forced to team. And CM Punk, there's an elbow to the face of Chris Jericho across the chest as he went springboard there. Low blow by Chris Jericho, but this is no disqualification, so it does not matter. But we saw CM Punk attack Chris Jericho after that tag team match, which pretty much turned into a handicap match between Jericho and Cena against Sheamus. But we saw CM Punk come out and lay out both Jericho and Cena. And you have to wonder, what role has Cena played in this whole entire feud going on here? And superplex off the top rope by Chris Jericho, dropping CM Punk. And now CM Punk, a nice counter. There's a neck breaker there by CM Punk. And also what happened, CM Punk always got Jericho up. He's got him up on his shoulders, and there's a Falcon Arrow, that's what it is. Sorry, I lost it for a minute there. And now CM Punk, big German suplex to Chris Jericho, dropping on the back of his head. But CM Punk, ever since the first episode of SmackDown, he had a tag team match with The Miz, and The Miz skipped out on CM Punk during the match, denying him of a tag. And Punk has been embroiled in a rivalry with The Miz ever since. German suplex by CM Punk. CM Punk ended up winning that match, which ended up pretty much becoming a handicap match. CM Punk then got in, pretty much started out a brawl against The Miz 2 weeks later on Monday Night Raw, and then we were lucky enough to get a referee out there and turn this into a sanctioned match. CM Punk ended up picking up the victory over The Miz via the Anaconda Vice. So you have to wonder, both of these superstars with a finisher, submission, and a normal finisher. So who knows? Both these superstars can make the other submit. Both of these superstars can pin. Who knows what's going to happen here? CM Punk, he's got Jericho into the corner now. And now Jericho got Punk into the corner. And there's a chop to the chest of CM Punk. And now he's going to hang CM Punk up on the tree of woe. Jericho, what's he looking for? Oh, but CM Punk able to get down. And now there's a nice back fit. Nope, Jericho was able to block it. And there's a nice float over DDT by CM Punk. But also we saw Chris Jericho in the very first episode of Monday Night Raw. He defeated 3 superstars in John Cena, The Undertaker, and Brock Lesnar in that opening 4-man over-the-top rope style battle royal. And that pretty much got him into his #1 contender match. And no, not this again. Low blow by Chris Jericho, but we see the capture card messing up, so hopefully this video file plays through. And there is a part during this match that I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to skip just because it gets really repetitive, but you'll find out when I get there. CM Punk, jawbreaker counter there by Chris Jericho. And now Chris Jericho kick to the gut. He's got CM Punk in a headlock. And Jericho gonna pick him up. Back suplex, dropping Punk on the back of his head. And now Jericho just stomping away at CM Punk. CM Punk now has Jericho in a headlock. And the best in the world, he's gonna whip Jericho into the corner. And now CM Punk, nope, Jericho able to counter and toss Punk into the ring apron, or into the corner. And now he's gonna throw Punk to the outside, but Punk is able to hang on. And there's Jericho with a triangle drop kick, dropping CM Punk to the outside. And now Chris Jericho, he's going to follow CM Punk to the outside. And this is where the match gets extreme, which is a fan offering up his guitar. That'd be kind of awesome if you could just go to a match, go to a live show and just, you know, bring in your own guitar, or, you know, toss a soda into the ring, and, or not into the ring, but hand the superstar a soda and then, like, just have them use your objects during the match. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, CM Punk is going to throw Jericho back inside of the ring. And now, elbow to the face of Chris Jericho. CM Punk is going to go into the ring. And I was looking to grab a mop, it looks like, but Jericho again blocks him. So it didn't matter what Punk was going for there. That's twice Jericho has blocked Punk from getting a weapon here in this match. And there's a nice float over neck breaker there by Chris Jericho. And so far, it looks like Jericho may have the advantage in this match. And you'd have to say Jericho has had the edge. He'd probably be the favorite heading into this thing. And stupid capture card. Just ignore it and move on. So, anyway, Jericho, you'd have to say he had the advantage during this, leading up to this point. Have to be the favorite. God damn it, stop doing that. But you have to say Jericho had to be the favorite leading into this match, as so far he has a undefeated 4-0 record in Universe mode, where CM Punk, they were currently at 3-0 leading up to their contest last week. Jericho picked up the victory to remain undefeated, and plus the fact that he's already got a victory over CM Punk has to play a role here. Stomp to the arm, working on the arm of CM Punk. But Jericho, like I said, he was my prediction. I figured he would be the favorite in this contest. Oh, and a nice back neck breaker there to Chris Jericho, just grabbing Punk by the hair and pulling him down onto his knee. That's gotta hurt. Chris Jericho now, he's got Punk in the corner. And Jericho, what's he looking to do here? Doesn't matter, because now he's going to the outside. He's maybe looking to get a weapon, which would be funny because that's what he'd stop Punk from doing. And now Punk's got the announce table. We just rebuilt this thing a second time. Come on, at least the Intercontinental title, they didn't go through it. But now Punk, oh well, it doesn't matter. This is the final match anyway, so just break it. Nobody cares anymore. It's already been broken twice anyway. Punk, he's got Jericho. CM Punk, he's got Jericho. Tiger Bomb through the announce table, and that's got to wreck the back of Chris Jericho. No replay? Oh well. So anyway, Jericho gonna get whipped into the ring, and God damn it. Anyway, let's try to get back into this match. CM Punk now gonna grab a guitar from the fan, and now Jericho looking to take the guitar. And Jericho over the face of CM Punk with the guitar. And now Chris Jericho, where's he going now? Is he looking to get a weapon? Maybe the ring bell, but no, it doesn't look like it. CM Punk under the ring. What's he looking for here? CM Punk, he's going to pull out a trash can. And you got to wonder, how many freaking weapons do they have under that ring? We've seen so many get pulled out already. And Punk just starting to wail on Chris Jericho with that trash can. A fan trying to offer a soda. Maybe the WWE champion was getting a little dehydrated, but whatever it was, Punk was too busy with the trash can to notice it. And now Jericho, he's got the trash can. Punk going back under the ring, looking to get another weapon. And this time it looks like Punk's got a table. CM Punk's got a table, but Chris Jericho using that trash can, stopping CM Punk in his tracks. And now Chris Jericho, nope, CM Punk. Okay, yeah, this is where things are going to start to get really slow. They just pretty much, to sum it up before I skip this, while it does look like they're going to go back in the ring, they don't. They pretty much just walk around the ring for a good 5 minutes or so, tripping on trash cans and stuff, so that's probably where I'm going to skip up to, but anyway, I'll be back. Alright, welcome back. So yeah, as you see, they're still outside of the ring. Jericho's now busted open, and we're going to say CM Punk just busted him open there with that ring bell. But anyway, a lot of different weapons have been added into this point, but pretty much they were just back and forth, walking around the ring, grabbing weapons, going in the ring, then walking back out, so it was really repetitive, so I decided to skip ahead to this point. Jericho's now got the ring bell, or the title, oh my god, I can't speak, and now they both trip over the trash can, hey! Alright, now we're back to this title match. As we see, we're going to completely ignore that fail. Completely ignore it, as we'll see it on the top 5 fails of the week next week. No, anyway, so Jericho into the ring, and now Punk going to get inside, and now we're finally going to get this thing back inside the ring. Why? Jericho going to kick Punk to the outside, and we're back. Okay, just get back in the ring, stay in the ring. God dang it. Jericho going to work now, and Punk got him by the head. Now, okay, he's going to whip him back into the ring. Maybe we'll be able to restore some order to this thing. Big boot to the side of the head of CM Punk, and Chris Jericho. Is he going to stop standing there? Get in the damn ring. Alright, now here we go. CM Punk, he's got Chris Jericho. Anaconda Vice, he's got the Anaconda Vice locked in. CM Punk, is he going to make Chris Jericho tap? And things escalate quickly here. Jericho caught in the Anaconda Vice. He's got to be in trouble, and Chris Jericho tapping out to the Anaconda Vice. And you have to think, with the blood coming out of his head, that had to make the submission hold that much worse. The point is, CM Punk retains the WWE titles. You see a nice neck breaker counter there. But CM Punk proven that he is the true best in the world, not Chris Jericho. CM Punk is the best in the world, and still your WWE champion here at Extreme Rules. CM Punk, we're not gonna hear the end of this one. He defeats Chris Jericho here tonight. What a match that was. CM Punk will retain the WWE title. What an Extreme Rules pay-per-view this was, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like rating, leave a comment what your favorite match was, and keep on YouTubing.